Are you a procrastinator? Do you feel lazy and nothing seems to get done around your house or around your work? Well, then, this is the episode for you to watch.
Yes.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Talk to Us Today. I'm Simrit.
And I'm Namita. And today on TalktousToday, we're discussing the feeling which I feel almost every human being has experienced at some point or other in their lives. The feeling of laziness. And in some days or sometimes there are extended periods in one's life where nothing seems to get done. I mean, we all
Yeah,
put off our tasks from one day to the next and keep promising ourselves that we'll complete this job today or tomorrow, but we can't just seem to get around it. I mean, your to do list keeps going longer and longer. And when you think about it, why you haven't done that job, you make those excuses. Oh, maybe I was busy. Oh, I was not well, or something or the other. I mean, I don't know. And the problem is nothing else. It's just laziness. I mean, it's a habit
true.
which slowly becomes a personality trait. And once it just grabs you, and it's a vicious cycle. Everything it just keep going round and round and pulls you down and down. So you just need to one
Absolutely.
exactly. So yeah, this is something we are going to discuss today.
So, we've all experienced it. So, these are just some scenarios like your bills are lying around the house, you haven't changed your sheets in weeks, the car
Yes.
needs to be serviced, and the light keeps blinking, accusing you of being lazy. You haven't worked out in ages. Nay, I'm going to get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it on Monday. I'll get to it on the first of the month. Now, this is definitely me, okay? My list keeps getting longer and longer, and I really feel bad about it. And I promise myself every night that come tomorrow, I'm taking charge and I'll definitely get up early and start finishing my task. And but like you said, it's a cycle. And when I think about what I did all day at night, I know it was sheer laziness. Literally, and the law of inertia. Whatever state we're in, we stay in that state. So we're sitting here. Now I'm on the computer. I'll stay on the computer all day. It's so easy for me. I'm watching TV. I'm at it all the time. And similarly, like we don't realize we should start doing some stuff because that's also the like you get into an active mode. So like whether you're in front of the television, the computer, or just we know it scrolling on their phones all day, it really does feel like a waste of a day at the end of when we're done. And so Namita and me came up with a couple of tips and hacks to stop feeling so lazy. Stop being
I hope,
lazy.
I hope, I hope those works for you as well. So, well, they work for us. So one of the main reason we feel lazy is because we feel overwhelmed by the goals or task ahead of us. We're like, oh my
Right.
God. It's always a feeling, oh my God, oh, it's gonna take a whole day. Like for
I
example,
know.
sorting your wardrobe and the clothes to clean up. We're like, oh my
And then
God.
you're like, oh, but I have to pick the kids up at 3. And like, oh, by the time I open it, and so you just get stuck in it's so overwhelming.
Exactly. Oh no, let's leave it tomorrow. Maybe on weekend. I mean, imagine with organizing my parents' medical files because the bills have been piled up and like, oh my God, sorting them with dates. Okay, it's like I don't know. I mean, this just like you just want to avoid it, or you just want an easy way
Yes,
out, or
avoidance. Yeah,
yeah. So it's like in order to fix this problem, we should start small. You know, that's what you should. Don't wait for like a month to finish to just sort those bills. Just put it, every day in a right, file where it's supposed to be put in. So yes, we have to start small, like step by step, every day. So take small
right.
steps to achieve your goals. You need
Yeah,
to clean up, and you are putting it for too long. Promise that you will clean up one drawer at a time at least, if not the whole
yeah,
wardrobe, maybe one section. So
yeah,
I mean, it will just take what 5 minutes a day. So that can be done. That's not a big deal. Just like
yeah,
start your exercise regime, and you're like, oh my God, I can't do for an hour. I don't have that, I'm not ready for it. Okay,
yeah,
guys, it's okay. Just walk for 5 minutes. if not
Yeah,
more.
do it twice a day. Do 5 minutes
Yeah,
twice a day. That makes sense. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and I really like this Fitbit watches these days where you count the steps. Okay, I'm going to do these many steps a day. So, which is
Right.
amazing. Okay, oh, I have to do these steps. Okay, slowly, slowly, and you'll see yourself building it up. And you
Yeah.
will be able to manage your goals if you are consistent. So, you have to be consistent with small,
That's
small
true.
activities.
That's yeah, absolutely. So that's great advice, because like if we break it into, like, even when you're multitasking, when you're doing homework, you've got to break it up. You can't do everything at the same time. So that's great advice. And it has worked for me
It,
to
for me
overcome
too.
my laziness.
Very well.
Yeah, I know. So for me, a tip that really works is make a plan. Okay. So
Mm.
we have goals as big as like buying a house or renovating the house, and down to like starting your exercise regime or cleaning up or just going to the doctor, right? So make a plan. So go through your goals and make a plan, whether it's a monthly plan and a weekly plan, and then just break. That's again a part of like breaking it up. So then do a daily plan. And once you note these things down, it your brain starts saying, okay, you know what? I need to do this. And that's the funny thing about our mental health and our minds, that laziness is not just a physical trait, but it's a mental habit. So it's not even something that people are born with. We become like this because it's a habit that gets, your brain starts thinking, oh yeah, I don't need to. Oh my God, it's going to be too much. And then you trick your brain into saying, no, I gotta do this. And then, it starts pushing you that way. So I think make a plan. That's
Planning always works, Simran.
yeah.
And apart from planning, I also feel, I mean, planning is the best way, but why we need to plan? And at times we forget so many things that is there in our mind, and we feel like,
Yes.
oh,
It's also to remember.
this also, and brain is like so confused what to do when, and then you just end up doing nothing.
Exactly.
So yes, it's very important. And I also feel laziness is, it's more of a mental attitude, because
Yeah.
the lazy, it's not normally a personality trait. It's everyone goes
That's just what
through
I said.
this
Exactly.
bout of laziness, and inner voice keep directing our physical life to an extent. Okay,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
your thoughts dominates you, and you're inside your head. You're like, nay, nay, something or the other keeps happening. So to overcome laziness, we must remember to be kind to ourselves. We have to be positive. That is one best way to overcome it. Instead of thinking, oh, I can't do this, oh, I won't be able to do this, this is not me.
That's so
You should,
interesting. That's
you
so
should
interesting.
start thinking positive. Oh, I think I can do it. I'll be able to do it. If not in a day, maybe in 2 days or something. Maybe I'll take a month to come to a regime, but I will definitely come. Your attitude has to be positive, and this inner voice gives us the confidence to stay motivated and be consistent in doing what we want to do. I mean, so I feel, keep your inner voice strong and positive. It will definitely going to help overcome this whole laziness that
That's
grabs your mind.
really important. Yeah, that's really important to remember. Like, our thoughts are so strong, right? They can change our lives even on a
Oh,
daily basis. So we have so many tasks, but most of these are just important for running our house, our households, and work, or even just in our environment. And so they don't really fulfill us. I mean, they're just things that you get up and you have to do, right? Like, you've got to drive to work, you got to drive. So they're not fulfilled. They need to be done, but they're not fulfilling on a personal level. There's no passion in it. So like most of the people will be doing their daily laundry, and it's very mundane, it's dull and boring. And it's the task that needs to be done. So it has to be done. I mean, if you find laundry exciting and fulfilling, hats off to you. I don't. And I don't think, but it needs to be done.
yeah.
So, and at the same time, there are some the tasks that you do on a daily basis, which are, or not even daily, but like they need to be, they're gratifying. Like for some of us, it's calling
Yeah.
our sister, doing that FaceTime. We have to do it every day, but it's exciting for us. It's fulfilling. Calling your parents, or even some of us in India, like we'll go to the temple once a week. It's a task that we've noted down and it has to be done, but it feels fulfilling, or that yoga class feels fulfilling in the morning. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a task that you gotta do, but it's more fulfilling. Do those tasks first. They normally say reward yourself with that, but by the time you get down to it, do that in the morning. You're already energized. You're feeling good about yourself. And then carry on with the rest of the day and do your tasks. So try and do the thing that's personally fulfilling to you in the morning. And then you start the day on a positive note. I think so. I mean, that works for me.
Oh, wonderful. Simrit, that's a very interesting idea. I mean, I think time management is the biggest issue when it comes to laziness. So if
Absolutely. I
you
agree with
take
you.
mini breaks and if you remember to manage your time and stick to it, I mean,
Yeah.
it's the best thing that can be done. And
Time management is everything. I think time management
exactly.
is everything. Forget
That's
this episode. Time management is everything.
Oh yes, I know. It's so, I mean, it is difficult. I so much lose the track of time when I'm doing something, especially what I love to do. So yes, that's where my my the beginning of my laziness to finish my task starts when
Right.
I lose the track of time. Yeah, and manage your time wisely. I mean, get rid of distractions. What is the biggest distraction these days?
That's the big thing, distraction.
Phone,
Oh
TV,
God. Can you imagine?
computers. We are so much
And what do we
distracted.
Google? Sorry, guys, we Google crap. And we're on it all. Oh my gosh. We're watching these Instagram reels, guilty as charged, YouTube shorts. It's such a
Actually,
way, it sucks you in.
oh
Oh
yes,
man.
there are big distractions. Scrolling down endlessly. We forget at times. I know. I mean, I do get distracted a lot. I just end up opening my phone just to look for the email I want to look at, and then I say there's a news alert, and I just click on the news alert, and I'll keep reading news and news. Oh God, I have to check my email. So yes, it really distracts you. So that is one thing that you have to be very careful about. Just keep yourself away from distraction. Put your phone on silent mode or switch it off, or just try to avoid it as much as possible.
I mean, I have to say sometimes, you know, that my child is better than I am, because whatever distracts him, he's like, no, shut the door. I'm doing my work. Keep the dog out, because then I get distracted when he wants her. I'm like, wow, and kids know this early on
Yeah.
what they're. So yeah, I agree. So like phones are a huge distraction, and we should be aware of our environment and what our distractions are and try to keep them away while we're
Yes.
working. And then when you have a lazy fun day, do whatever you want. So today's takeaway is to overcome laziness. Take small steps at a time towards your goal. Okay, especially when you guys are feeling overwhelmed. Make a to-do list and with a monthly or a weekly planner, daily planner, whatever works for you. Let your inner voice be positive.
Hmm.
Give yourself reaffirmations for on a daily basis, right? And use your time wisely by keeping the distractions that put those phones down. And
Yeah, and
that's when you're
Simrit,
gonna
oh my God,
yeah.
Simrit, very important point. I mean, no, we didn't discuss it because we keep discussing that again and again. Our lifestyle, our food, nutrition, it is so
all,
important. And
all this, guys, we don't want to be repetitive. Be physical and eat nutritious food.
yes,
All of it.
nutritious food, that really, really affects a lot. Your
It
physical.
does. It does. And these are
Yes,
all habit forming tips. So once
yes,
you and your mind get used to what you're doing, procrastinating or being lazy will be at the back burner. It won't be
right.
difficult to get your tasks done, and enjoy your relaxing day and your cheat meal.
Yeah, yeah. So that's all on Talk This today. But we look forward to hearing from you all. So if there's anything that you would like to discuss with us or share with us, please email us at hello@talktoustoday.com. Or you can also comment in the comment section and let your friends know where to find us.
But don't forget to hit the subscribe button, guys. and hit the bell to stay notified of our new videos every Friday at 6 p.m. Also, don't forget to tune in and follow our podcast on Spotify. And if your friends prefer to just listen in, tell them to follow us on our podcast on Spotify. It is TalktousToday.com, and it's under the same name. You'll find all our new and old talks on it as well.
Yes.
Don't forget to follow us there and here. Thanks for joining us on Talk to Us Today. Remember to talk about Talk to Us today.
Keep smiling.
Keep laughing and keep talking,
talking.
guys.
Yes.
And don't be lazy. See you guys next Friday. Thank